I love having chickens though. I just love not, having 3 chickens is all you need to have all your eggs for baking, for everything.
So the omikai that is made out of egg.
What?
Omikayaki or omikai, the Japanese omelet.
Yeah.
Omikai. What is it called?
Yeah. Anything. Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki. Yeah.
Okonomiyaki, they stick an egg in there when you mix it together. Why? Did you have okonomiyaki?
No, I haven't.
But the egg, you could, but maybe you could substitute something else other than egg in there. They do it on the side. I don't know. The thing is, what would stick it? The egg is what holds it together. Okonomiyaki.
No, but with egg, what else is?
You have anything you want. You can have all vegetables, everything, anything. Meat, no meat.
No meat.
You can have anything. So if you can have an egg.
I will try that.
We have a good little local okonomiyaki. This is a place near us. Maybe we go to that tonight. That'd be good Japanese. This is elementary school here on the left. Imagine this is your junior high elementary school, and having this classes on the beach. Isn't that amazing? Look, they got a little guard, little fake, that little totem. This is elementary school right there. Yeah. Yeah. And having that as your view, I mean, how would you be able to study? That's good that we caught him there. That's why he's not running the place. They're busy. They're right now just trying to get all their rice farms done. It's all maybe. I don't know. I mean, in 20 years from now, with sea levels rising, is this going to survive? You think? I mean, I guess you got some, but then you got these big high tide. Look how low the water is. It's looking like it's very close, like it's Hawaii. Hawaii, the water is. I don't know how Hawaii is going to survive. Hawaii, you drive along, and the water is literally right there on the road. So this is the place we're going to go check Mare. My idea for lunch. We'll check the menu. Said they got a. Check this food here. Okay. Yeah, I love that. You see that the map there across the street? See, that's a survey showing that area there is at risk for the red is there in the blue, I guess. Maybe it's flooding. I don't know. But they do that survey, which is really nice. They let you know if you're gonna buy here.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything.
It's a warning type.
So yeah. Yeah. Little. Well, obviously the beef tenders. Let me ask you, Deb. Do you have vegetarian food?
Menu, please. Order.
Vegetarian, no meat food.
No meat, okay.
No meat.
そしたらば、ガパオ
seafood ガパオ。seafood は meat でしょ？
シーフードは OK。ダメ。
ダメ。
ベジタリアン。
Yeah,
only.
yeah, Hindu. Only vegetarian.
Only.
Nice.
フードでしょですよね。
Lunch.
ランチだよね。パンはどうでしょう
Only fun. Only.
パンかできんかな野菜だけの方がいい。
いいよ、大丈夫。大丈夫。
エビピラフとかもダメです。
ピ
ラフ。
Pila is a rice with a sauce. That's probably 大丈夫ね。That's no meat. Meat ありませんね。
ありません。
Sauce, no meat.
So, no meat in the sauce. Pila is rice and it has like a cream sauce with it.
おうどんもできるけど。
Udon is good. Udon.
ダメ
Udon and vegetable.
Yeah, udon is wheat noodles. That's fine.
Yeah, udon is good.
Okay, all right. 後でバックね。今はチェッキングね。ありがとう。すみません。So it is, look, it's beautiful. And they rent over here they rent the barbecue. So they're having a high school barbecue there. Isn't that great? That's I think that's junior high school or high school. Look like high school kids. Yeah. Isn't this great? Isn't it awesome? This is one of my favorite places. I've watched this place and it was like half the size of this. And they see the original building there. That was the original building. And they expanded all this out here, right? So that was the original. On there. All right, cool. Yeah. We can we'll drive down a little bit more. They're probably good with time. How long is the class, do you know? Let's just drive a little bit further down, see if we see another restaurant we'll stop at. If not, we'll swing back and get back.
I don't get that much of time to get onto Discord and follow up on some of the place. But is that you or is that AI?
What is that?
I get a message of like.
Oh, on Discord?
Discord.
Yeah, that's AI. When I do a new video. Yeah, so when I get that's just me. Every time I do an Undoubtedly video, it just puts it on Discord, sends it out there, and it uploads it and sends notification to everyone. All right, let's see here. We can also check a seafood place down here to see if they've got, I don't know if they'll have anything. Let's see what else is down here. This was a business here. It looks like they closed. This guy's fishing. Looks Korean. And there's a cool little ice cream shop up here, up in the mountains, not very far, just down the road here. And it has bean, like it is a vegetarian ice cream.
I thought you mentioned soy ice cream.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? What's the little sesame? Sesame? Yeah, ice cream. Have you ever had that?
And soy ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Like the amount of construction they build, these little harbors and stuff. Like all this breakwater. He's got harvesting seaweed there. See that? He's harvesting the seaweed.
So when you farm and the production comes out, it goes to the co-op. You sell it to the co-op.
I just started this year, so
No, but generally anybody.
yeah, you can just sell it to
Sell it to the
there's
co-op.
so yeah, so JA has many grocery stores that are co-ops, and you just go there and they have a little machine that allows you to price it with your name. You just have to provide packaging. So you just show you don't have to worry about buy car, and then it goes when someone buys, it goes directly into your bank account. So it's very easy. So they make it very simple for anyone to sell at the local food market or other things. Well, that's corn.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought there was another restaurant down here.
That's an awesome place.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. Let's see if we can turn around. Gonna turn around there. This is a nice view. Probably drive down here with them afterwards. So just go ahead and see if I can whip it around here. Looks like I got enough space. Not quite. Yeah, it's very beautiful, very cool.
How often you get to go out of Fubu, like?
I don't go. I mean, I went to Dubai last year, but I don't. I don't. I mean, I go, and in the fall I go to Shikoku, which is down south,
Okay.
and that's like an 7.5, 8 hour drive. That's the Hornets when I do my documentaries. When I do the, so I've been contacted. It's well, I have this year or next year I have a Disney Plus show coming out called Secret of the Bees or something. Secret of the Bees. It's a documentary.
That's in Japanese or in English?
It's in English on Disney Plus. And then I've been contacted for another documentary this fall. So I may be down there this fall doing another one.
Is it worldwide or is it all Japan?
No, it's worldwide. It'll be Disney Plus. So part of Nat Geo, where they took over Nat Geo. So that one's coming out. It sucks because the one I did, the Nat Geo one, they ended up when they sold Nat Geo, I don't know, they burned a bunch of assets they had for tax purposes or something. So my video was one of the things that they burnt. It really sucks. Actually, you know what? Let's get some gas here. Side is it on? レギュラーどっちこれ上ではい。はい。OK。はい。満タン現金で。はい。はい。That way we don't have to worry about it later. That's diesel. That's what yellow. こんにちは。暑いね。I love, see, it's a small, um, I love supporting like local gas stations, like mom and pop. Here's an old man and his wife running as their gas station here. You know, not big, it's big. You know, you don't have that anymore in the States. And probably when they're dead, this is going to be closed down. That's yeah. So they're selling their gas, but they're running. That's a Japanese Enios. Yeah. So they're just selling their gas. So that's their broker. So they do the advertise. They buy their gas from them, and then they wholesale it. I mean, they're wholesaler reseller here. And probably when these guys gone, this station will be gone.
What's the gas like?
Like 170. It's like 170 yen. So per liter. So 18.
It's about $100. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Not a bit higher, about 180.
Yeah. He's figuring out the cost. He's got the hand calculator out. Hey, arigato. Hi. He's out with a hand calculator, figuring out the cost. That's so cute. Hey, arigato, Tosa. That's his probably his daughter. He just nodded at him. So now he's gonna hang out there and make sure I can get out. That's another nice service. He's gonna. Hi, arigato, Kasa. Hi, arigato. はい。はい。はい、ありがとう。はい。Right there.
What's the taxation system in Japan? How much does the businesses get taxed in Japan?
I think,
30%?
I'm not sure. Okay. はい、ありがとう。はい。ありがとう、父さん。はい。All right, we got full tank of gas. Good to go. A little lighthouse there. Urban resorts. I've been seeing more and more of these little places pop up, here. I think this is great though for elementary kids doing, imagine doing, science, biology or something, ocean life, having all these small little villages like this are slowly dying. That radio station there. I guess that's a tiny place. Crab. So there's a lot of crab vendors, so you can buy the. Did you go to the World Fair at all? That was in Osaka. No, there's a world. I didn't. There was a World Fair in Osaka. It's happening now. See, this place is. That was an Enyos gas station there, closed. Those are our buddy. They're all gone. Caught them just at the right time. You know, have access to chickens. This is one less thing I have to pay for. Here we are. Looks like they're still in there. Oh, okay. Huh? I'm gonna. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm doing a nature call. What's up, Sean? I got a long-term friend I've known since 2008. The CEO of FoundUps India in Eduit, visiting. Hello, Roy. Glass Studio. You better record that. Wow.
What an experience. It was so much fun.
Sweet. We came back just the right time.
Yeah.
See, when you come to Japan, take it like blowing, glass blowing. They did a workshop. So we're here, and this is a little friend of mine. He does his own glass blowing. Oceans out there. Look at that sky. There's this little glass studio he built right on the coast. Let's use a lot of power. And what's up, Knight? How you doing? I'm here with a longtime friend of mine. I've known him since 2008. Finally meeting for the first time. He brought his family to Japan, his wife and his two daughters, and they just did rice. They did some glass blowing here. Now we're gonna go get some lunch. I think you were banned because of Sean the American Rebel. Sean, he's still here. Sorry for the. Let's get rid of this asshole. Hyper Beast. And they were cutting. See, I like that. He didn't cut the flowers. He left the flowers. That's what I do. Stuff like that, I leave the flowers so they'll spread. He's the same thing he did there. He left all the flowers so they spread. That's how you need to do. American Dream. It's in. This is in Fukui. That's the Japan Sea right there. Japan Sea, right? It's also the China Sea. It's also the Korean Sea. But to us, it's the Japan Sea, just like it's the American Gulf, not the Mexican Gulf, right? What's up, kitty? So yeah, over there is Korea. Over there is Korea. This is Japan. That's Korea and China. We're at the. You can look it up online. Watari Glass Studio. Watari. If you want to Google Watari Glass Studio, Fukui, Japan, you can see exactly where I'm at. Type it in Google Maps. See exactly where I'm at. So this is what an Indian bike looks like. He's a glass blower, young couple. Like this here. This is an Indian bike. I've never seen one of these. This is the coolest thing right here. Look at that. That's an Indian bike right there. A Himalayan. This is his favorite bike. He really likes the way it looks. It's kind of cool how it has the guards on it, right, to protect. This is the Japanese. Oh, this is his Japanese version right here. All right, Suzuki. Doesn't have all the guards and stuff. Kind of cool too. I guess it does have a guard around the. It's weird. That has a guard around the light, right? But this has a guard. Doesn't have a guard on the light, but it has a guard on the tank. You'd think you'd want a guard. Actually, you'd think you'd want a guard on the light, wouldn't you? You know, it's got a guard here, guard here. got a really good frame guard around it. Yeah, I don't know. You're like, there, these colors here. Was that a Hankel?
Letter J, it's a stamp.
Stamp.
Then that.
Zozo? Yeah, go ahead. Press the button. Yeah, press it. Do you guys make these or the glasses? Nice. It's like this, but we made bigger rectangular ones. Make sure you wrap it good on your luggage. Yeah. If you want to send it across the Tokyo, we have to do that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I moved. I lived in Florida. Well, I didn't live. Actually, I moved from D.C. New York was my last residence in America, and then my father had a house, and I was going back and forth. I was in Florida for like 3 years as my father was taking care of his last years. 2000, 2017 or 2018. I guess 2017. No, I've always wanted to know what this tree is. Anyone know what this tree is? Let's take a picture of this tree. Got these beautiful, or the kitty tree, right? Empress tree, right? Empress tree. I guess it needs a really long butterfly. I guess a butterfly needs to pollinate this. Need a really long tongue on that. Kind of cool. I love the purple flowers on it. Really pretty, really striking, the purple flowers. So anyway, now we're going to go get some lunch. I was given some eggs and some salt. Let's plug this in here. There you go. Yeah, good night, American Dream. I got lots of content. Take care. Thanks a lot for the subscription. This is a Japanese drink machine. A lot of coffee, white milk tea. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I feel like something sweet. Some Japanese milk tea. Ah, what is this thing? A lock. Looks like they lost their. Ah, hot day today. It's 20, 28, 29 degrees today. Oh, I guess that's what runs their uh, propane. I guess they get propane. Nice. Wonder if they made these things. They got fish in them. Cool. Well, I guess they made these. I don't know how they made these. I guess they look like concrete. You guys hungry?
Thank you so much. That was
Wow, this is luck.
I know that was on my bucket list.
See, that's what happens when you're with a Sadhu.
Yes. You probably just he's happy now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And they're a great couple, the wife and the husband.
No, they're very sweet and they're so patient with us and
And now we got this amazing place. Tomato. We're at the we're at this little I've been here before. This coffee shop on the beach called Mare. Look at this amazing view. That's the Chinese, Korean, Japanese sea right there. I've got friends from India visiting me. So I've known them a long time. So he's here with his wife and kids. What are you up to there, Brandon? Why? What did you do? That's easy to do, man. My wife is pissed at me all the time. You just gotta go. They're busy reading. Huh? That's all good. No rush. I'm having a good time. Where does your garlic go now? Do you send your garlic to the States all over the place, or
No,
India?
just south of India. By the states about I guess a diameter. Yeah, about 300 kilometers.
What's going on with the tariffs and stuff in India? Has that been big news at all? For no.
Big news for you.
Well, isn't there like partnerships going on with China now because of the states? Isn't that driving? Yeah, they got all this.
What is this?
Udon. It's just noodle. It's just noodle and there's seaweed. This is local seaweed, I guess. Very good. Do they eat much seaweed in India?
Through sushi, yes, but otherwise no.
And there's chopstick for someone who's daring. Who wants
Anytime
to
you
try.
want chopstick?
Now, when you eat udon, the proper way to do it is you got to go.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, okay, you know that. Okay, you've been taught
You
that
know.
already. How do you know that?
How do you
Let
know
me
that?
see your technique then. Let's see it.
No, I've never done it.
Okay,
I've
let's.
just seen it.
Yeah, try it. If there's your
Oh,
chance. You're in
I
Japan.
did.
Yeah, they chill it in
Yeah,
Japan.
it's like gold noodles, basically.
Yep.
Nice.
This thing is closed.
Don't eat your
Slurpee.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't Slurpee.
There you go. Very good. You got it down.
This is good.
You do travel to other parts of Japan? Or?
Only when I go work.
Okay.
So I may be going back down to Shikoku. And there's a place north of here called Hakuba, which I love. It's a ski resort town. 1999 Olympics were there, Winter Olympics.
Yeah,
Which bread do you like the best?
Huh?
Which,
with bread.
that's tomato, that's spinach, and that's what are they called?
Pretzels. Yeah, pretzels are very
Mhm.
nice.
No,
For me-
the tomato. I mean, I haven't had this spinach, so I can't say. How about this?
Even without trying this, that's okay.
Pretzels are always good.
You haven't tried the spinach yet, though. You have to try the spinach.
This is stop.
This is very interesting. I've never had this before.
Cool.
Hmm. We make no udon at home, but it's usually like
Not
Hot?
this.
Not, no?
Yeah.
yeah, not
When it's hot, or
yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. Other like tin
You know, yeah.
and more spaghetti.
And the sweet of it. This one is really
Uh,
Wait.
now, have you guys tried soba yet?
No, not yet.
That's buckwheat. You have to try soba before you leave. It's actually Fukui's famous for soba. I'm surprised they don't have it here. It's really nice, cold.
Oh yeah.
yeah, so the
Okay,
thing with
um,
vegetarian food, we kind of found one, we don't know if we're going to get it everywhere, so then we're kind of going to look at
um, I changed about this comes first.
it.
Yeah. Told you. Oh, really good.
The spinach is really good. Usually when I come here, I eat the spinach bread. Maybe I send my 18-year-old next year to India and work for you. He needs to work. He needs to learn, you know? So maybe that would be a good experience.
It'll be good. And Bangalore is a place the younger generation kind of enjoy a lot more.
Yeah, I'll send him there, and
The weather is very good. You get like this, more or less, this kind of weather
if
throughout the year.
yeah, if I can, if Trump makes that habeas corpus, I'm not sending him to America. not worth it. I mean, he's arresting Germans coming in to backpack and stuff.
No, it's
But I
about
want
it.
him to. So I was going to send him to DC. My friend has is opening up. Mike is opening up a Mexican restaurant.
Hmm.
So I thought he could. Yeah, he could work.
That one.
Hmm? Not Taratura. No, another Mike. Mike. You don't know that Mike. I when I went to the States for a couple years, like 2014, 15, I worked for him. He was a consultant, but it's a different Mike. I don't know. I mean, it's weird. I haven't talked to Mike. I've tried reaching out to him. I hope. I mean, Mike's the type of guy. He's got a bike. He drives crazy. I'm kind of concerned because I haven't been able to reach him for the last 3 months.
I'm in touch with the other guy from China who was in Bangalore. I met him, Chengdu.
Um,
He was doing those steel homes.
oh, I think he's passed on.
Oh,
The older guy, right?
yeah, the one.
Yeah. He was in Florida. Last time I talked to him a couple years ago, he couldn't speak very well. I haven't talked to him in over a year. You know, and Swami passed on.
COVID.
Swami,
COVID.
yeah,
Oh, shocking.
it's sad.
We never spoke, but we went on Facebook. I don't know.
We get older, people we know moving on. So
Is there a specific um, stream or work stream that you're looking at? I mean, your son
he wants to travel.
is.
So, and I told him I told him don't. His idea was to go to college. I said, don't do that. Go out there and work, experience life. You can always go to college. My feeling is, I graduated high school. I went straight into college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I got 2 degrees I never used.
That's,
You know,
yeah, we've had similar, yeah.
and I have friends all around the world. So send them here, and then send them there, and so especially
And no, those experiences stay, and the learning is greater, yeah. Right.
you know. So that'd be an excuse. I can come to Bangalore, drop him off, and then leave him there, and I get to go to India, which I wanted to do, and this time I'll make sure we have our visas.
Yeah.
Even Fiorina, I know they're doing it because she's got a lot of family. It's,
Yeah, then I don't think they needed visas. US don't need,
They did back in 2008.
even then, I don't think.
Maybe
In fact,
the laws then were different.
Maybe it's different now, but yeah, I'll check into it. But
it's just an e-visa you require. A form, that's about it. The US and the UK don't need.
really,
Hmm.
well, they must have changed that. Maybe since Modi came in, and Modi is such good friends with Trump, they're besties.
Yeah.
Has the Pakistan thing resolved now?
yeah.
No,
Crazy.
it's not resolved.
So, all the ceasefire.
You know,
And a couple of hours later, again, the Pakistani side, they sent off whatever. So
Yeah, that was so sad. I mean, they called
that's
off.
them. The whole world knows.
They didn't respect the ceasefire.
No, they never stop because they survive only on this. There's no other way of that. A particular section of that population
um,
is not going to be able to do anything but this. And this is what feeds them.
that's that border area, right? The
That's me.
Kashmir.
Be okay, Pakistan. That's me.
And it was flourishing. They had about, what is that, about 2 million tourists last year. So
In
tourism was fine,
Kashmir,
yeah, and they were doing very well, which is why partly this thing, because once they see that the Kashmiris are doing well, you want
they're
to pull them
jealous.
back. Yeah, you want to pull them back. And it was under President rule, right? So now they have their own like state, and this year they had elections. So everything was opening up and easing out for them.
You have to slurp it all down. The juice is all good. We're ready for some ice cream after this.
Maybe this one ice cream in it.
So you're good.
Yeah.
You bang up your face there sometime
Yeah.
when you're a baby. My Tommy, my oldest, did the same thing. He's got a little scar. Is it Tommy or Mikey? One of them did. There was the the window sill,
Yeah.
right? And he was at that perfect height, and it's like that perfect square, and he boom right there on that windowsill. And it,
The wardrobe,
Mhm.
the edge of the
a wardrobe.
No, it was like the the place where I banged my head. So underneath the wardrobe there was a drawer, and the drawer's knob was like
No.
that. I banged on the drawer's
You don't remember? No, there was an the frame
The
was
frame
knob.
there.
yeah, the it's a
Sliding
sliding door.
thing.
Yeah, it was a sliding
The
door.
bottom.
That frame
Oh
hit
yeah.
you.
The-
She slipped,
Yeah.
fell,
All because of the potato.
and we didn't even know it was a small, like
We were walking,
small,
maybe.
yeah, just a small
And she
sound.
got up to do something.
Oh, I slipped on the potato chips.
So you slipped on a potato chip.
The sad thing was, little did we realize the minute she got up, and there's a huge
Blood.
pool of blood because this thing
Yeah.
opened up.
Yeah.
We had to rush her, and it
Oh, I
and it was
bet.
a
I
Sunday.
bet.
It was a Sunday. No doctors around.
Oh,
They had
it's
to
a night.
call.
That's why that scares our heart skip. My son, also Tommy, was like the railings. The you sit on the railings, and they're sitting on that, and he slipped backwards, and that there was a foot of concrete hit the back of his head on that thing really hard. He still has a scar on that, but luckily he has a head like his dad. Really, nothing in it, just bone. So he was okay. So even though he whacked it so hard, so
We drink this up.
you can sip on it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's up to you.
It's good.
Or spoon. Yeah, in Japan you can just pick up and drink. Eat. Yeah, in Japan you drink from the bowl. You just hold it with two hands, and you like that. That's. And don't panic. There's a carpenter bee flying around you. Just
Yeah,
don't
I
panic.
saw that one. Yeah.
Here he is. He's saying hi now to your father. It's looking. It's a
No,
female. Don't freak out. It just let it. It will. It's moved over there now. But with the very very important with the bee is it feels your if you get attention and a fear, it passes. It's like electrical energy, and then it's nervous. It thinks you're trying to hurt it. So the best thing to do is smile. It's gone. It's not around you. It's flown away.
Really, finish your vegetables. Just not been. Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you see if you see a carpenter bee that's hovering in one place and it's flying around like this, like really aggressive, that's a boy, and boys don't stink. It's acting really tough, right? It doesn't have a stinger, right? But what it's doing is, let's say there's these, you see the hole there, that could be a nesting hole, So that's what the carpenter bee is looking for. And if there's a big post and there's been lots of nesting, then the male basically saying this is my spot, and any other male that comes by is chasing them off. But I grab those with my hand. You can grab those with the hand, and they can't sting you. But they act all aggressive. They're flying around and everything else. So when you see an aggressive acting bee, it's a male, and males don't have stingers.
Okay. We have a lot of these.
Do you have a video of the documentary or anything on YouTube? Or
I have
check it?
yeah,
We
Example, the massive.
so we go on hornethunter.com. I have a video. Hornethunter.com is one of my websites. So, but I am the specialist behind it. So I'm not the only time I was in front of the camera was 2016 when I filmed the Animal Planet.
Okay.
But that's old now. But that may be online. It's called Killer Hornets from Hell. The name of that one. So.
This is so good. The seaweed is so fresh.
Mm. Yeah,
You
it's
don't
local.
get the smell or that, yeah.
No,
Because we tend to catch it because we're vegetarians. So tend to catch the
when
smell.
we were still in Tokyo, we had got like those proper onigiris from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
couldn't
tasted
eat the
one bite
seaweed.
with the seaweed, and we ended up just removing it, just having the rice.
It was so
Mm.
bad, yeah.
It was way too bad.
Was it the dry?
Dry
Yeah.
one.
The dry one? You don't. It was too salty, or what was it? What was?
No,
It
it was
was
way
too-
too fishy.
You
No,
get that
everything's
smell
pungent.
pungent, yeah.
Mm.
For us,
The
I mean,
smell
that
was not-
It's the one that you have to. You pull out the wrapper, and then you put it around it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that seaweed. It's really crispy.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah, but it is strong. I guess it is strong.
Yeah, well, we ended up making a rice ball. with
Yeah, just a
love in
rice
the
ball.
middle.
Yeah. Yeah, there's umeboshi. Umeboshi is the plum. You have an umeboshi one.
Yeah, I think
That
that's the
plum
one we
was so
had.
good.
Yeah, really salty in the middle. That's the
Yeah.
plum umeboshi.
That was really good.
And then there's also one with pickles, like with a pickled.
Yeah,
It's
we saw that. We tried it.
pickled cucumber, right? It's like a light green little. Is pickled cucumber, and that you may like that too.
Yeah, we didn't try it. We moved on to rice and salted.
Rice balls.
Right.
Salted rice.
Here's my buddy. What do you want? It's just looking around.
You want to take a picture? No. Actually, I think
Yeah.
Your straw.
So, well, we'll try to see if the Sesame ice cream place is open. Then we'll cut over the mountain. You want to try to get to the dinosaur museum? You
It's
not?
up to them.
Who's a dinosaur fan? You're
I
the,
used to be.
no, you're not anymore.
You were watching that series on.
Yeah, so I just wanna
What's
watch
it
it. Jurassic World. I just wanna watch it.
No, I just want to watch
There's
Jurassic
nothing
World.
else to watch on Netflix.
Well, this is a massive museum. It's a big old dome, and you go down this huge escalator, like endless, and you go down into the ground, and then they've got all this, all this stuff there.
What's the fossil site near?
The fossils all in the ground. They have everything. You just go down this. The escalator is probably about as high as that tree, all the way down to here. You take this massive escalator into the ground. So we would be sitting in the ground, and there's a huge dome around it.
wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we could drive out there, and if you decide not to want to go in, we don't have to go in, but you can at least say you saw it and you were there, and, walk around and say, yeah, I was there. If you want to go in, you can go in. It's we can see let's see what the driving time. Not mine. Oh, yours. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, very good. Sugoi. That's Japan for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Bro, you left your old one from that other place. We're not buying you any.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Gaijin doko kara ikimashita ka? Where are you from? Oh, Canada, Gene. I'm sorry, I'm American. I apologize. Sorry. We love Canada. We just got a shitty president.
But it's like meeting a Pakistani.
Okay, then. Not like you were gonna say
That's
that.
good. Thank God you found those.
Mm.
Wow. That's Japan for you.
It was the bathroom Bro, we bought it 2 days ago. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, don't lose your.
Sorry.
They're your Japanese sunglasses. Let's see here. We want to go to. Yeah. So cool. We can go over the mountains. It's an hour from here, an hour and 30 minutes. We'll go over the mountains here.
Mhm.
It's right over there. Over there. Perfect. Go this way here. We get to experience. Okay. So we're going to go over the mountains here. So we're going to cross through the city. So we're going to go over the mountain, cross through the city, and on this side here. All right.
Yeah.
An hour is okay for you? An hour and 30 minutes?
For the museum.
What does it say?
Huh? Beautiful countryside. Yeah.
I mean, it's up to them if they really want to go to the. By them, she means both of them. Yeah.
Yes, you
I don't know. I don't.
We can stop anytime along the way. Let's see, it's 2:30. We'll get there around 4 o'clock.
What time does it close?
Probably 6.
Do you want to call and check if it's open?
That's a good point. Let's see here. What does it have here? This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So here's the massive escalator that goes down. Let's see, what time does it say? This is what, there's a T-Rex in there. Why does it not give me? Oh, I closed at 5.
Yeah, 4:30 is the last entry.
Okay. How about let's see, Eiheiji, you want to see the where Zen Buddhism was founded?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's closer. Just an hour away on there. And then it passes our ice cream place. So if you guys want to get the sesame ice cream, are ready to go? Put everything on the plate and we'll just drop it off up there. Okay. All right. And just at the end of that that table right there. Okay. Don't
I can
forget.
drop it. I just have to jump over.
All right. Look at you, cutie. Is it robot dog? Robot. Have you seen the ad? The ad. Have you seen the advertisement?
Oh, no.
On Patsakon?
Yeah.
There is a robot dog.
Robot dog.
But これは違うよ。これは real. ちょっと待って。Hold on. 説明が。
Robot?
ちょっと待って。違う。これと、これと。ちょっと待って。Hey Siri, open YouTube. でも、関係ない。でもない、いらない。これ。This one here. Explain in Japanese. On the internet, there's an advertisement for a robot dog that just looks like their dog. It's actually a real dog, but they're pretending it's a robot dog. Explain that in Japanese.
インターネットにロボット犬の広告があるんだけど、見た目は彼らの犬とそっくりなんだ。実は本物の犬なのに、ロボット犬のふりをしてるんだよ。
So it's actually a real dog, but they're pretending a real dog is a robot dog. It's a scam. So they're trying to sell like robot dogs, but the video is of a real dog of their nani species. Nani kore? That is,
Pomeranian. What does robot do?
explain the robot dog in Japanese.
Robot. Robot.
本物の犬なんだけど、彼らは本物の犬をロボット犬のふりしてるんだ。
Yeah,
詐欺だよ。
like a puppy dog. Demo wa puppy aru. It's actually a puppy, but they're trying to sell it as a robot dog. It's
Robot dog.
yeah. So. But
I see.
have you mita?
Mita.
Yeah,
I see.
the little dog jumping, and you're like, "Kora robot janai ne?"
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah. They're pretending real dog is robot dog to sell, and then you get the dog. Chiao yo ne. And then look at the guy.
I'm so classy.
Yeah. On the internet, there is a robot dog, the same species that they're selling, but it's the real dog, but they're trying to say that it's a robot dog. So I was saying, is that a robot dog? And they're like, no, it's a real dog. Look at that. Oh, look, it really likes you. It likes your dad. How are you doing?
أنا بشوف إنك بتحكي خوي كده. بس خليني أوري رجال القواعد.
Why are you speaking now in a foreign language? Doing good, pissed off. Sorry, I don't mean to ignore you. I've got friends from India, so they're visiting me. It's up to you. So,
No worries. I get a bit confused with the mix of languages there. I'm sticking to English and Japanese translation.
so doing good. So I'm not blowing you off. I just got friends here. I haven't even asked them if it's okay to film. So I'm not bringing it up. Okay. All right, let's get the map on. All right, folks. Let's see here. All in?
Yes.
All right. Let's see, beat that truck. Beat that truck. We're good. You can see some of this coastline is really pretty. Look at the works they do. You see that there? That's to stop they do so much of that in Japan to stop the mountain from sliding down. The support works. Japan, they spend so much money in infrastructure preservation, to stop this from sliding down into all these homes here. Can you imagine? I mean, my biggest fear living here was the mountains. But the government really takes care of that sort of thing. I mean, stuff still happens. Look, that's volcanic. See the volcanic rock there? I'm really interested in the rock types. Oh yeah, many. Yeah, my wife still talks about the time, my first big earthquake that I felt, and I went running out of the house. She was pregnant with my son, and I was already out of the house, and she doesn't let me live that down. When I was pregnant, you left me in the house. I said, well, I figured you're smart enough to get out. You weren't moving. I mean, I don't know. Everyone further up, get out of the house. I mean, I can't hold the house up.
So how is it like at the moment? Is it every year do you still have those earthquakes as well?
We do. We have tremors. We had actually a big 7-point earthquake, which was in north of us, about 4 hours. Not no, that's a 2-hour drive north. We had a big, maybe not even, maybe an hour and a half drive north. The 7 was big. Devastated all the houses there. I mean, it was very bad. Right on the peninsula. If you look at the Google map, you'll see this little peninsula that sticks up. It was just at the tip of that thing.
So eventually, does the insurance cover such damages? Like natural
Yeah, they have. I think they have national. I think there's national insurance, and I think so. I don't. Someone else asked me that, and I'm not sure of whether we have it, because that's something my wife takes care of. All that. And there's really long tunnels when you're on the train, right? Then you have really long tunnels, like 2 kilometer long tunnels. Yeah, big tunnels. Maybe that, I don't know if that's common in India. If you have big long.
for the trains as well as for the road. And, the network had gone and the satellite image had come from SOS.
Well, it was pretty close. All right, keep an eye open for a little ice cream shack on the right-hand side. I missed it last time. We don't want to miss it. It's just a little building, and it's going to be on the right side. Last time I passed, they weren't open. So hopefully they're open today. Well, no, that's probably, that looks like a junior high school there. So that elementary school, this would be your next high school there. You went. And this is called Sugi. It's spruce. So none of these trees are native to Japan. The problem is the bees need hardwood trees, so because they rot out from the inside and create hives. Looks like they're building a new road here. See this? So this will be an old road. They're going to connect. Looks like it, yeah. I love these little roads like this. Those are the old roads. You can find apples. They only grow in the mountains. And then you got these rivers that come down, really pretty. And you'll feel the temperature difference, like air conditioner. It's like natural because you have cool air runs on the stream. And see, they're always working. Like I don't know what what they're doing here, but they're clean. They're working on probably this bank right here, strengthening it. See, look at that. What's he doing? Putting concrete down there. So I don't know if they're doing the road here or below. They've got all the water coming just through these pipes here. He's putting tarp on it. I think we're good. I think they're already red. They're redoing this whole area here. You can see the support here. Look at that's a big support in case it lands. So they've noticed that this is. They have engineers. They look and they go, oh, that's unsafe. So they built that huge wall just in case it slides down. It hits that wall and doesn't. They're constantly analyzing, taking core samples of the mountainside to determine, measuring I've seen them measuring the cracks in the road. Like they'll keep an eye on a crack and they'll measure it. The amount of infrastructure support. Well, the wildflowers there. And that's wisteria, the purple flower. That's a vine. It's called wisteria. In Japan, it's called Fuji. It's the purple, like grapes hanging down. That's a vine. That's not a tree. That's actually a vine growing up in the tree. A very important nectar source for bees, wild bees. There's some more of it through the tree there. So they'll climb up all the, you know, they'll climb any tree. There's more of it there. Very important food source. They make wine out of the flowers. They can't eat the beans, but the flowers you can make. I think we should be coming up to the ice cream place on the right here. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Oh, there's a police. Notice how the police always has their lights on. Do you know why? He's not. He's not. He's just letting people know. Be careful. Be careful. That's just. Hey, be careful. Slow down. You know. The first time I saw that, I was like, "Dude, you got your lights on." You got their lights on. But no, that's normal. They're proactive. Instead of being like American police or sneaking around trying to catch the person, Japanese are proactive. Here it is. Let's see here. Let's back in here. All right. I'm glad they're open. So here's a strange thing. I came here with my friend, and there was a young guy working, a guy about your age, about our, you know, you're younger than me, I think, 50, 58, younger. You're 40, 46, yeah? Yeah, like your age. And maybe this is the guy now. So then I came again, and they weren't open. I went and got them, and I say, "Where's the guy that was here?" And they're like, "What guy?" It's only me and my wife that run this place. But this is the guy. No, maybe not. That's the no. That's the husband. So look, here's the flavors. Hold on, this is where you need your phone.
Yeah.
You know, but what you want to do is watch. So here you hit the camera. Translate what you see in here. How are you? Sashiburi. I brought my friend from India to try your ice cream. I said, you have to come to try your ice cream.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and translate. What's the first one? So this is where ChatGPT is better. You can. Well, I'm too far away from my phone.
I think the first one is the one with the sesame.
What's the most
Sesame?
popular? What's the most popular?
This one.
What is that one?
It is brown honey and soybean sauce. Brown honey, soybean
We got the
sauce.
wife in. We went to get help. We would.
What do you suggest?
The sesame is good. That's what is that one? That's the number one.
Black sesame sauce. That one. I think this is similar to the one.
See, what you can do is just take a picture of them all, like that, right? Boom. And then you can say, translate, number each one. Okay. Top row. So brown sugar, roasted soy, strawberry, soy milk. So it's all Etizen, salt, caramel, roasted. All right. That sounds good too. The Etizen, salt, caramel, and roasted soy flavored. That one right there.
Yeah, this was the one.
Yeah. So you might say oki size. All right, and then second row. There's matcha soy milk. You see how easy that was?
Yeah, I just took a picture and said
Took a picture and then I just told it to translate. That's Chat GPT, right? On it. So each AI has its own better abilities. So I think that one's this one here, right? Looks like
We are ready.
you're ready. Okay.
Yeah, that's the fake one.
And this one?
久しぶりです。
久しぶり。
今日も間違いなかった。
そう。いいよ。Today open.
Yes.
I'll have the this one.
塩キャラ。
Yep. Okay, so put two of these. Put that's equal.
No. We're sharing.
I'm getting one of these. So I'm getting two of these. Okay. You know what's this one here? This is sesame. Yeah? You should maybe try the sesame. Okay.
じゃあ、こちらと、
Equal
こちら。
2 put that's.
はい。えーと、キャッシュ、
Cash.
トータル、
I'll just do it. I'll do it.
I do it.
Okay.
Okay.
トータルね。OK。はい。クレジット OK。OK。タッチ Thank you. コーンはカップ。
Cool. Ask in Japanese, did they ever figure out who the mystery man was running their shop?
あの店の謎の男が誰だったか 結局分かったの？
You remember the mystery guy that I met? Mystery man. You ghost. Ghost ね。It's, unless there's another ice cream place around here. はい。ありがとう。
覚えてるよ。ゴーストって感じだったね。
Mm.
どんなやつだったか、
Oh my
ちょっ
god.
と教えてよ。
That's so good. Mm.
How's the taxation policy?
Hmm?
Is there like heavy taxation? What's the
I don't know. My wife handles all that.
Oh. Between like so UK is about
What's the tax like in Japan for businesses?
Yeah, I want to take it.
日本のビジネスに対する税金についてね。法人税の標
In
準
English, in English.
Then what's the
Sorry with that. Japan's business taxes vary, but the standard corporate tax rate is about 23.2% for companies with capital over 100 million yen.
So 23. That's not bad.
With capital under 100 million yen often face a lower rate, around 15%
On the
for
bench
the
on the
first
back.
10 million yen of taxable income, then 23.2% beyond that. Local taxes, like enterprise tax, can add another 7 to 10%, depending on the prefecture. Want me to dig deeper into specifics?
Mm. Well, good.
That's 23 on the higher end. Yeah,
Isn't this amazing?
really good, yeah. I think
What do you think? You could probably open this business up in
yeah.
this is little shop like this.
Matcha, soy, all natural.
Yep. Yep. And you got 2 employees here ready to go. All right.
I'll be working for them.
Yeah. And they'll be all over. The Ram ice cream. All over India.
Yeah.
Soy sweets. I think they grow most their product here. Yeah. Ask in Japanese if if their soy comes. Do they grow the soy here?
ここで大豆を育ててるんですか?
in 福井。
日本語でいい？
ここでなくて、福井の中の農家さんにお願いしてます。
Ask where the ice cream comes from.
アイスクリームはどこから来てるんですか?
アイスクリームはここで作ってる。
作った。
さっきのmy husband.
The ice cream is made here.
Making.
And the soy, where does the soy come from? Ask in Japanese.
大豆はどこから来てるんですか?
福井。
福井。
and 九州の soy.
So they have ice cream makers. これ ice cream maker これ? 作った? No, 違う。
マシン。これはソフトクリームサーバー。
Oh, soft cream. So basically they make the ice cream and then they put it into the server.
パンがサクサクだね。基本的に彼らはここでアイスクリームを作って、それからサーバーに移ってるの。
そうです。
Can we see the, ask if we can see the machine.
アイスクリームの機械を見せてもらえますか?
I'm sorry.
今
お仕事中だから。
Okay.
これはもうね、ここに入れて、マシンが動いて、で出る。液体ね。 液体を作ってます。ミックスを。
Oh, mix.
ソフト
You
クリーム
mix
ミックスを
mix.
はい。
Ah, okay. The flavor, skuta flavor.
Yes.
Flavor master.
あ、きなこ、いちご、チョコ、抹茶。
ミックスするの。フレーバーを作ってるの。どんなフレーバー？フレーバーマスターだね。
ね。そうですね。
ありがとう。
はい、ありがとう。My friend in India may be interested in starting this business in India,
うん
and that's why I was inquiring. Say that in Japanese.
インドにいる私の友達がこのビジネスをインドで始めるのに興味があるかもしれないんだ。だからいろいろ聞いてるんだよ。
Yeah.
うん。
I think this would be very popular business.
このビジネスめっちゃ人気出ると思うよ。
ね、Bangalore ね。
インドも豆乳はありますか？
ありません。
ありません。
Opportunity ね。これは安い。ね。
安い。
ね、
キットがある。
キッズね。ね。So nice.
Thank you.
ね。
いい機会だよね。
ね。
うん。カンケルのこと聞いてたんだよね。
また来てください。
はい、I'll back ね。Where'd they go? Yeah. What? Huh? Yeah, very zen. Very peaceful. You just feel the peace, don't you? Just calm and peace, the energy. And they've just got a little ice cream shop on the side of the road. See, now you've experienced my favorites. See, that's why I wanted to come this way.
We could sit here for hours.
Yeah.
We literally, where did we go? We went to Uji, then Matcha town. We went to see the matcha place and everything, but we found this nice riverside. All of us just sat. The girls picked out their books. We forgot about the town. We forgot about our walk.
That was weird.
Yeah.
We had to carry on, unfortunately.
Well, wait until we go Echizen. You're going to love it. Let's go. Let's hit the road.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their plumbing. Cool. Huh? The toilet, すいません。Toilet どこですか? Toilet.
トイレこの道下がった。
Maybe right here. Somewhere. こっち。これどこ違う。Where, I don't know where it says. It says this way. Maybe around the back here. これ
こっちの道。
これ入れ。Green, the blue house. Oh, wait. Yeah, they have benches here. You can sit here, eat your ice cream.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah. Just sit here and. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. Wow. I don't know if this is someone's house. すいません。大丈夫? 怖い、綺麗。本当に綺麗。Wow. So we're just looking. Very beautiful. Sugoi. They're like a Zen. Zen. Yeah, Zen. Is this your is this your factory? Ice cream factory? No, no. What Kominkan? Kominkan. Ah. Sugoi. I like this. Bamboo. Bamboo. I want to make. Maybe korachata. Boku wa dame. I want to make this. Isn't this amazing? I want to make this. Sugoi. See, I love bamboo. I love when they make stuff out of bamboo like this. Yeah, you can walk down. They got a path down here. You can walk down to see the river. Yeah. I thought that was a fish or something down there, but it's not. It's a tarp or something. Wow. So you go down here and you have like a natural like a bath right down there. It's not. It's yeah. It's a tarp or something stuck in there. I thought it was a fish or. But some guy he concreted all this. The amount of time and work. Hmm? Yeah, he said he can go down there. Go down there and that water is nice and 70. Oh, we hit a. What's wrong? Here you go. Are you blocked? Looks like the water. There you go. Let me try it out first. Oh, a spider.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor little spider. Come on. Come with me. He'll get off me. He needs to move. Spiders are clever. It will know not to build its nest there. Isn't that cool? What's up, Tia? What's up, sick to death? She found her bliss.
That is a dream living on these places. And we don't get this every day because for us it's very concrete. It's all building.
Yeah, that's what I love. I mean, water is like a therapy.
It is therapy.
Hearing water, feeling water is therapy.
It's so much more calmer just with this atmosphere.
Yeah.
Versus back home, it's amazing. Like we have finished.
You have to eat the cone.
Yeah.
Beautiful back here. Little ice cream shop. Yeah. So this here is a komikan. Komikan is a community building. So this is built by the community. So all this would have been built by local taxes down here. So looks like they have this is a shiitake mushroom. So you can see the shiitake in here. You see, this is for mushrooms here. I want to do this actually on my mountain. I'm going to build something like this, and then they put in the right in here. This is relatively new, and then the mushrooms will just come out, pop out of here. And each of these will get the shiitake. But it's interesting how they put the bamboo, so it's resting on the bamboo. It's really cool. I love how they do things like that. How they're using the bamboo for the support, so the wood is not sitting on the. That's bamboo. Yeah, really heavy. That's how strong bamboo is. It kind of shows you.
So I'm gonna back up.
I mean, eventually, I think it will break, but I guess I don't know why they. I guess because you're going block to block. So by putting it on the things, you're actually not dealing with it being on the block. I guess I don't know, and that it's circular, so you get only one point of contact. So it's stopping it from it's getting airflow in there. That's traditional right there. So this is shiitake. This is shiitake, natural shiitake. So these are where they put in here the shiitake. So these are relatively new, right? So when everything is right now the it's colonizing everything, and then they'll just bloom out of here, big old shiitake mushrooms when the moisture is right and everything else. So this is what I've got, these oak trees. So this is something I want to build up in my farm, up in the mountain. It'll be good. But I'd have to surround it with some sort of, netting or something to kind of protect it.
Yeah.
Is she going for a swim already? Yeah, I took my kids camping, and that was our bath. We had a tent. We had a tent set up, and in the morning, I was like, "All right, let's take our bath." Evening, we're in there, butt naked. All they were like, "There's just me and my two boys, loving it."
Coming when your campsite's ready.
Yeah,
For glamping, but okay.
it's well, I mean, you can drive up there, so I guess that's glamping, right? When you're driving up there, and then you unpack and set up. Yeah, it's set up for glamping and for camping. I didn't even know the term glamping until like days ago. I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, it's camping. No, my friend's like, no, it's glamping. You drive up, unpack. That's glamping. Glamour camping. Camping is you carry everything on your back. You go up the mountain.
Exactly. Something like this where you
build,
find a spot.
Yeah.
You build it on the spot and then you camp.
Yeah.
This is ready for camping.
Yeah. Glamping. Glamour camping. I said, you could walk up there if you want to walk up there with a big old heavy pack and everything else, and carrying your pots and everything, and
We got cat spots and we can't.
yeah, no. All right, let's go. I'll be the. What happened? Well, she's like, I want to stay here. I found my bliss.
Telling me you insist we stay in India. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is more into she does gravitate into these kind of setups. And that's why the glass making as well. I mean,
That was good.
for her, so they have to build a portfolio for the art
Hmm.
assessment. And one of the pieces that we did was we created all the natural flowers.
Wow.
So there was
You probably can sit on that. I can't sit. Go ahead. How's that feel? Yeah. All made out of bamboo. Yeah. It's bamboo. Yeah. It's all bamboo. It's kind of cool that you can make, I'd like to make one of these. Now that I see how he did it, I could do it. It'd be cool to do it with all bamboo parts, so there's no bolts. That would be the skill set right there. Yeah, it would be hard. In Japan, they love stones.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, to them the stones are they have meaning, right? They have energy. So I love that. This lichen. Look at this ancient lichen. Probably really old. Prehistoric. This lichen here is probably prehistoric. It's turned into stone. Yeah, see? It's all stone. This is probably millions of years old, this lichen. Lichen is a kind of fungus that grows on stone, right? And this has been petrified. You see how it's
how hard it
yeah, it's petrified. It's turned to stone. It's so old. And see, here it is. This is when it's green. It's like this, right? Yeah. Well, that's moss. Lichen is a little bit different. Lichen is usually white. Yeah. Lichen. Yeah.
How do you know all of this?
What?
Like the shiitake mushroom stuff and all of
I'm just interested in that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So lockdown, I picked up on hydroponics in my balcony and I grow spinach and all of that. So I didn't learn. I never knew hydroponics. Michael, who introduced me to it.
Yeah, I was doing hydroponics at a time. I like stuff like this. I see something like that and I go, gosh, I can make that. Or I see the mushrooms and I recognize that's a mushroom farm there. And that's a really interesting way how they're doing it. Because usually they also do it like up, but I like that way. They usually do verticals, like cross. Vertical, but
yeah, mountain.
Yeah. And you also can do tree trunks. So you could cut this tree trunk, and then you put the inside and then it grows out of the side. That's another way to do it. So there's lots of ways. So
But do they put the seed when they cut it?
They put the seed that
one in one. Or
yeah, they drill a hole and they stick the mycelium into it. See, these are all hardwood. This is a cherry tree right here.
No, so is it many seeds into that one hole or just one seed?
Just what mycelium is kind of like a spore, right? Just the spores. So these would have all been cherry trees. These are all cherry trees in there. And those are beautiful. Those are like this is kudzu. No, not that. That's not kudzu. This is kudzu here. This one right here. Kudzu. It's the wild pigs eat it. It has a huge tumor on it. Like a sweet potato. Big tumor, like huge. And if the wild pigs, you don't have wild pigs, and all of a sudden it takes over. Is it right here? Satkatsu. It's like a vine. Now, this is really interesting. If you consume this, you can drink more alcohol.
Oh.
So it stops your body from
Doesn't
taking
give you a
alcohol.
hangover.
No, yeah. So one of my ideas was to make chips at the bar. For that, you can make like bar food, so people will drink more at your bar by
What's your
drinking
goal?
that.
Where are you getting all this information?
Just learning from plants. Interesting, dude.
つなぎ目の目地してる時もこうやってやんやって俺の横でやってたもん。
Bye bye.
バイバイ。
One of the most important things you can do is learn the plants that are around you. Why? Why is that important?
It's important because suppose maybe there's an incident where you're stranded on an island, you gotta know what you can or cannot eat.
Also medicinal. So COVID, heard of COVID, right? So I take all these plants and I make an aerosol. Do you know when I say aerosol, what that is?
Happy with fire.
So I take all these plants, I put them in a pot, like a pizza, like a spaghetti pot, right? So they're not touching the bottom. And I heat it up before it, and I don't let it boil, but I see the water vapor coming off of it, and then I breathe it in.
Yeah.
Into my lungs.
Inhale it, yeah.
So you notice that a lot of plants don't have any bugs eating them because of the oils and the tannins in the plant. Well, when you have COVID, there are two things that are going on with COVID. There's the virus, and your body now is attacking the virus, which means it's not fighting the bacteria. And most of the lung infection because of COVID is a bacterial infection, not a virus infection. That holds the bacteria too. It's kind of like a partnership. And most people die because of the bacteria clogging up, they can't breathe. Well, by breathing in the aerosol, you're breathing in all those oils that are on the plants that attacks the bacteria. So when COVID was happening, my entire family got COVID. I didn't show any symptoms at all. All my family, my wife, my kids, all got really sick. They started getting sick every day. I would breathe in. I would make my brew, and I would breathe in. I'd feel a little stuffy or whatever. I'd breathe in, and they wouldn't do it. I'm thinking I was crazy. You have to stay on top. After a while, they were all really sick. I said, "You should try this." But the problem is with bacteria is you have to stay with it. If you let it take over your lungs and stuff, then you're it has we say a foothold. You've heard that expression? It's got a foothold. So every time if my sons have a sore throat, if they're feeling a little ill or whatever, I say, hey, you want to make a tea? Breathe in. And recently, Mikey had a cough for like 3 weeks. He wouldn't do it. And always coughing. And I was like, you should do this. And he wouldn't do it. He's 15. Stubborn. Thinks he knows everything.
Yeah, 15-year-old.
Yeah. Knows everything at 15. And then, his older, like maybe a week later, his older brother started to feel like a tickly throat. I said, Tommy, do you want to do the thing? He goes, yeah. I said, make it. Yeah. So I made it for him. He was coughing maybe for half a day. And nothing.
So what we do is we take honey, a teaspoon, and if you get turmeric powder, just a pinch.
Yep.
You know, and mix it well and eat. So that also soothes a lot. Yeah.
Well, with doing the aerosol, you're getting it into your lungs. You're coating it. So with you know, and I will take the tea and I'll mix it. I'll make like a milk tea with some honey with it, and you know, drink it.
Any day, home remedies, you know.
Yeah.
That's the first defense, and the best defense.
Let's see.
What's that?
Snow. Snow crushed that. I'm gonna get my. I like mugwort because it's like gum now.
Okay.
It's like just like eating gum with no taste. But it's natural gum. The fibers. And if you throw it out, it's just plant material. I think if you could flavor mugwort into like spearmint, I have so many ideas, you know. Would be great. Those are graves there. It's the side of the road. Yeah, definitely, Jason. I was, you know, I don't lock our doors. I leave my keys in my car. I mean, I've been here 20 years, never had any issue. Okay, we're gonna turn the light up here. That's they haul like junk metal. That's for junk metal.
Okay.
One of the hardest things in Japan to get rid of is trash. There's certain, I mean, like household trash isn't hard, but like if you are tearing down a building, if you have a refrigerator, you got, and you know, you have to pay so much money to get rid of it, and that's why people.
Why is it? Why is it so?
It's just the way it is.
Is it because there aren't many people servicing that industry?
Yeah, I think there is the dumps don't want it, right? So that the city dumps can't get rid of it, so you have to go to private one. There isn't that many, and they gouge you. You know, it's a real problem, and they're just pulling it apart and selling. You know, some stuff they will actually pay you for, but for example, like insulation material.
That would be a good thing to look into. That would be a good thing to look into.
Yeah.
Like some of the things that you showed me today, the guy is getting the wood for free, he's getting his salt from the ocean for free.
Yeah.
So there's no cost to his business. Similarly, you know,
Yeah, and then he's selling the salt to, you know, Michelin star restaurant. I mean, his salt's expensive. I mean, just a little bag is, you know, like it's a salt right there. Yeah, that's like $4, $5 $4 for that.
$4 US.
The 500, so I don't know, $420 maybe for that little bag of salt. That's expensive, you know. Actually, that may be yeah. Let's see which way we're going here. way am I going here? Left? Yep. Look at that old house. You can see that's the old house. And they put the old covers on it, but that's old plaster. Thank you. Usually what I do is I slide it in behind that. So you can slide it behind that. There you go. Push it in there. There you go. That's good. That's all I need. That's good. And then you can tilt it up a little bit. There you go. There you go. That's good. That's all I need. I don't know why it sent me this way. Look, it sent me. That's strange. Making me double back. This usually I'm on Google. It's like weird.
Isn't this Google?
No, that's what's it called
Local maps.
Microsoft Maps, whatever it is. Maps, not. It's all right. All right, we're good. Look at the. See that? Those are what they call those crane. I love the cranes. And they mate for life, the male and female. So that was probably a family there. Probably the. So you know the Zen gardens, right? The Zen gardens with the stones. You know that the Zen garden is the mountain rice field. So the mountain rice field has contours of the rice, and that's what the Zen garden represents. So the Zen garden is the young rice that is, growing. Because back when they did it by hand, they would just go around, and space it and create the Zen garden pattern that you see in the Zen garden. It's only with modern tractors that they start, doing around. The planting changed, but the old hand would be, measuring it from the side around and inward and creating that pattern. Like they're passed out. This would have been a landfill here. It amazed me how much work they put into the road, like. is the farmer hand planting the spaces where he missed. It's just the amount of energy going into planting rice is substantial. This is a sprinkler system. You see the on the road? Yeah, right here. You see this right here? That big wide thing?
Yeah.
You see those sprinklers?
Oh.
So wintertime, it's a water sprinkler. So the water is all thermal here. So right here. So the moving water won't freeze unless it gets super cold. So they're all each of these spaces, these sprinklers. I always do that until one car brakes behind me. Like in a tunnel like this.
Yeah.
And then when I see them stop, then I turn.
Yeah, caution lights.
There you go. Right now we're into Fukui, so we've gone through the mountains. Amazing how much work it must have gone into creating these. If you think about it, you know, like it couldn't have always been like this. You know, I mean, all this had to have been handmade. 1,000 years ago, 2,000. I mean, what did it? I mean,
No, not 1,000. Maybe that's
it must have. They must have moved may have been hills in here or stuff.
no. Fukui, I would say about 75 years ago, after the World War II.
Well, that's the city, but the rice. You know, I look at this like how Japan is hills and then flat ground and then hills and then flat. You know, it's like they carved out.
Agriculture. I don't know,
Yeah.
50,000 years. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's when
10,000
that's
years.
when the Homo sapiens began to settle down.
Well, agriculture was 10,000, 15,000 years ago, right? So,
Yeah, 12.
and this is amazing where they've got rice. This is wheat in a rice field. And look at it. There's no GMO, just beautiful wheat growing. And right next to here's onions in a rice field. And then across there's rice. So the fact that they're able, the technology, they're able to switch from wheat to soba, which is buckwheat, to rice fields,
And I feel with the Japanese, this path is down generation.
Yeah,
Not been able to do in a lot of countries where
well, here's an interesting thing. Like, remember that big hospital I said was a teaching hospital? They don't own the land.
Okay.
They're renting the land.
Okay.
That land is actually owned by the brother of the land that I got in the mountain. He owns all of that. So they won't sell the land. So when you build on like here or whatever, they rent you the land, and then when you're done with it, you have to return the land to the way it was. So unlike America, they come in, they take it or buy it. See here, look at all the weeds in here. A lot of this has to do with, if you look at the quality, a lot of times it's a co-op versus a private farmer. And how much because a lot of farmers don't use water correctly. Water is an oxidant. So you flood the field with water, and it kills all the rice, the grass seed. So you have to, ideally before you plant the rice, you want to flood it for at least 3 weeks. So any seed, any weed seed in there will try to germinate, and then they drown. And then you plant the rice. And a lot of times the farmer doesn't do that long enough, so their rice field is full of weeds because they don't. It's all co-op farming now and not the private farmer, and they don't have the same attention because they're rushing to get the fields done. This would be a tributary to am I going the right place here? Okay. I love the old shops. I've never been on this road. It's kind of interesting. You're having me experience part of Fukui I'm not seeing. I love this look, this style, the white, and that's the old barn. There isn't so many trees in India, is there? Trees?
Yeah.
Like forests?
Yeah.
I had the image that a lot of the forests were gone. No? It's good. So the very tall monument there, you see the taller one?
Yep.
That is...
Is the school nearby?
It's a good 40-minute walk. So it's all right. He doesn't have his head on his shoulders sometimes. He has to learn. That's what I talk about. My kids are so spoiled. Normally I'd be like, oh yeah, all right, fine. So. heading Alright, let's see. We are 20 kilometers away. Sorry. I'm sorry?
This is all the industrial area.
This, yeah, industrial. So it looks like there's logistics and cars. So yeah. This is famous Route 8.
Route 8.
This is the old, this takes you all the way down to Suruga, right? That's the Shinkansen that you came in on. No helmet. Busy road, no helmet. Really. They're just like what do you say, 7, 8-year-olds on their bikes. Yeah, they're Japanese parenting. You know, they really let their kids just go. This is trash removal. That right there. So it picks up all the plastic and stuff out of the waterways for the rice fields. I haven't seen the dragonflies out yet. Actually, Nope, that's not a dragonfly. I wonder when the dragonflies come out. Oh, Durham, I think you're falling asleep. That's good.
You're saying something.
I was asking you if I haven't seen the dragonflies out yet. Need to stop getting a coffee.
I slept on the Shinkansen. Just mentioned the Shinkansen. I guess I was forgetting.
I said the activation word. Yeah, I always fall asleep if I'm not. The other thing, like all the little towns all have children parks. Really nice.
I saw that,
Yeah, every little village will have a park like that for the kids. Here's the water sprinkler system you can see on the road. At winter time, we don't have snow, so all this is a sprinkler. So when it's icy, when it's cold, just water, like a sprinkler. Sprays out water. Yeah. The water, the groundwater is always at 70 degrees. You'll see it steaming, you know, because it's warmer than the. First time winter time and. That's a pheasant there. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah. That's the male pheasant. Bird of Japan. Yeah, they're all trying to get their rice in. That's a hot water heater, thermal heater. Echizen City. So quiet if you listen, right? Just the sound of the road. Interesting sign there, how they used it the shape of Japan for their sign. It's Hokkaido at the top there. Must be, I don't know, logistics company or something, I wonder. Forgot to do something today, but I think my wife figured it out. I told her I would take Tom crutches, but I just realized I don't have it, and they were in her car. So imagine when she was in her car, she noticed the crutches were there. So she's taking. I don't need to call her and say, "Hey, I forgot to take the crutches. They're in your car." I think she'll figure it out. These are elementary school kids. The yellow hat is elementary. So that would be your daughter's age. Up to, I guess, 6th grade is 12? 14? Well, you're getting your fill of of rural Japan. That's really bad. Look at that field. What happened there, buddy? It's embarrassing. How was that farmer? And that's because the water too wet. You see the patches there? Too much the drainage on that rice field. So it's really tricky. If you don't get it right, you know, wheat won't grow because it doesn't like wet roots. Alright, just 13 kilometers. Oh, the old cobbled stone. I love that. Look at that.
What's that?
That's just the waterway.
Waterway again. Okay.
Yeah, just the river going
River
through the
water.
middle of the
Awesome.
river, isn't that? And they built,
Awesome.
you know, that's most of the cities in Fukui would have that. Probably back in the day, that's where all your sewage went into. Not anymore. This is a wine sake place there, brewery. But that's very beautiful. I hope this is the right Echizen temple I'm going to. I'm just blindly going with my GPS here. Wow, look at that lake. It's a cool building. mean, Japan has a really, they don't have a sand resource. So they get sand from digging it out of the river. What is this person doing? Let's just stop on the side of the road. A white line means no stopping. Oh, that's rafting there. It's rafting. You see the markers for rafting?
Yeah.
I've never, that's for canoeing. Wow. So this is a slalom. You know, this is the first time I've seen the slalom course. And Japan's supposed to be famous for it. But you know, it's the first river. I guess this is where you can, this is I would call this a love hotel. These out of the way hotels like that, because most people live with their in-laws, so they can't get together. So they have the love hotels. So, you know, people living, you know, let's say a couple are dating, because like my wife was living with her family until she was 30.
Why is that so?
They don't move out. They you know, just like they stay because it's expensive. They're saving up money to buy a house, so they stay with the family until they get married. So there's no place for two people in love to get together to meet. You know, even if they're engaged or anything else, they're still living at their separate houses. So there you go, Eiji Temple. Good. Ah, cool, 6 kilometers. I've never gone that way. How you feel? Cool. That's the fly. Oh, that may not be tea. That could be tea up there. They grow the tea in
Steps.
yep, in steps.
Terrace farming.
That's charcoal.
Oh, okay.
You can smell it.
Yeah. Close to.
This always amazes me. They do so much effort just so weeds won't grow out there. That's the old barn house. That's cool. I haven't seen that before, that style with that stonework. It's the first time I've seen that crisscross. See, that will be that building there. All these would be, you know, mud siding. Look at how many earthquakes that all these old buildings have been, you know, they're still. You can see this is like, you know, this monastery really out nowhere, right? Just kind of in between mountains, hidden away. Yeah.
It's not a tourist hotspot, right?
It's a tourist, yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Then how do they travel?
Well, we come in this line here by bus. People come in. You'll see buses and everything else. But I've never come in this. This is like a new way for me. This back way. As you can see, there's no traffic this way. It's like the secret way. I found the secret way into Eheiji. But you can imagine, you know, 5,000 years ago, you know, that this would have been the way in, the secret back way in, you know. Can you imagine no roads, just forest winding your way? And before there was just horses and carts and having to make this way through this mountain, I'm sure.
Sato is city.
Sato,
Or village.
Village, I think. Sato is village. Ken is city. Ken is state. Shi is city. Gun is town. So Sato must be village. So this is it right here. We're coming in. Actually, this is usually. So I know where I'm at. So usually I park there and walk, but we're gonna try to, because it's the end of the day, I park over there and we walk down here. The temple's to the right up here. I'm gonna see if I can park my other place since it's end of the day. The temple's right up here. So I'm gonna make a right here and see if I can find a spot to park. It says no entrance. To go up there. They're walking. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop you guys off, and then I'm going to park back there.
We'll wait for you.
And no, you walk around at the entrance. Okay? Because it's, you know, and when you walk straight in on the left-hand side, so here's a foreigner right here. I'm gonna try to park up here. I used to park up here, but they put that no entry.
Yeah.
That was my little secret location. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. See if I can. There really, I mean, there is. You don't have to worry about police or anything. And I've got a local Fukui license plate. Well, most people do. Look, people just parked here on the side of the road. So here is the Here is AAG right here. And it's amazing. Wake up, girls. You're at the center of Zen Buddhism. Hope you had a good nap. All this here. So yeah, follow that car. Where that car is going is where I'm going to go. Actually, I'm just going to go down here. Let's see here. Okay, here. Let's go. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to park here actually. Won't be here that long. I can't read Japanese.
Shut the window.
No, you can leave it open. Won't be here that long. That's good.
Why do you keep it live all the time?
Huh? I'm always streaming my life.
And this is getting streamed where?
My YouTube channel, Move2Japan. So I haven't filming you guys, just filming around.
Yeah, no,
So
that's it. I mean, just
yeah, that's all.
to see.
So I'm always filming. It's like this is my life. So I do it for a couple reasons. One is my kids in the future. This is what your dad was doing this day,
Okay.
you know, and or also just for memory, like because imagine I have AI. I can say, okay, what was I doing this day, and it could like find all the data. So this is AHG. Can you imagine this? The size of these trees on it. Yeah, so people can actually come here and meditate here. They have a course. And they get up like at 3 in the morning. It's it's a whole thing. There's a tour guide there. And here's the these are old trees. Yeah. So I think they're closed.
当时剑真和尚东渡过来，还有一点，剑真和尚东渡过来，前面两次都失败了，第三次过来了，对吧？第三次过来之后，他那个船其实是开了将近要1个多月才到的，船上的东西吃的东西都不能吃，都坏掉。然后他确实这个东西变质，但是可以吃，不会大肚子，还是什么？肯定想得到的。 豆变质，那为什么？是因为他把这些豆放在了供奉箱里面。供奉箱不是写中文，不是写供奉，而古代是写纳份，上纳纳份。那么纳字朝外，跟箱子摆在一排，里边放那个什么豆带过来，这个豆发酵以后，那和尚在吃，吃了1个月出过来。那么当时。 Yeah,
I think that sign means they're closed. I'm asking.
发现啊，这是确实有一家好像是用发酵物质，这也会帮助你消化，因为人造精油。
We can go check. I think it's closed though. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's closed. I guess they're closed. Purchase tickets. Yeah, Awadi. It's all closed. So you were here. We could walk up. There's a garden up there. We could walk up.
Okay.
But in here, you go in. There's a whole bunch of areas. You walk around. It's kind of cool. This is restricted when. What the hell?
This is very beautiful.
Yeah, and it's.
They preserved all of this over how many thousand years?
Yeah, this is, well, Zen Buddhism was the first Buddhism that came here. So we can. Yeah, it's probably a monk. That's usually. How old is Eiheiji, the Zen temple?
Eiheiji no Zenjiriって
In
何
English.
歳なんだろう
In English. Eiheiji.
Got it. You were asking about the age of Aoheiji Zen
No,
Temple.
Eiheiji is a Zen temple. It's Eiheiji. It's in Fukui, Japan.
Sorry for the mix-up. You're referring to Eiheiji Temple in Fukui, Japan, spelled Eiheiji. Eiheiji, one of the main temples of the Soto Zen Buddhism sect, was founded by Zen master Dogen in 1241, making it over 780 years old. Do you want more details about its history or something
This
specific?
image here, tell me about it. Here is the information on the plaque. In English.
All right. The plaque mentions that this is a designated historic site, preserved as a cultural asset. It details the history of a Zen temple, noting its establishment by a notable monk in the 13th century with subsequent expansions by his followers. The site includes a garden and a Buddha statue.
Look at the video. You see the frog?
ビデオ見たらカエルがいるね。池の近くにちっちゃく見えるよ。どこに注目してほしいか?
On there. Check this out. Isn't that cool? I think that's Buddha. I'm sure that's probably Buddha contemplating. See, there's a monk up there walking. Going up, walking. No entry, sorry. So beautiful, isn't it? You should get a picture. Get a family picture. I'll take a family. I'll give you guys a family picture.
Oh,
Right here. Oh, I don't know. No entry. Obscure the no.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we got to cover that. We don't want no entry. You have to cover that. Closer.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, then. There you go.
So the religion we have been born into, which is Jainism.
Yeah, or this is Buddhism.
This is
Yeah, so
Buddhism.
Veer Jainism and
Jains.
Buddhism
Uh-huh.
ran parallel
Ran
tracks.
parallel.
So if you see the principles,
Mm,
they're more or less the same.
same.
Because Mahavira and Gautam
Gautam
Buddha
Buddha. It's a
Right,
had
same.
parallel.
more or less the
Parallel
same
paths.
trajectory. Jainism is more
Stringent.
and which is why it didn't get very popular. Whereas Buddhism still allows you to
Freedom, a little bit more freedom.
and
It's a little
yes,
liberal.
Yeah.
the isolation is far lesser, and which is why then Buddhism, and of course then historically King Ashoka took it to all of these places,
Yeah.
to Southeast Asia, and Jainism kind of remained within India.
But you can
So
see
that's
this
why
is
the-
locked away here. You know, this
there's
this would have been a
amazing-
little sanctuary.
Yeah. I know just the age of the trees. I
Yeah.
mean, just look
That
at
one there.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
huge.
Holding so strong, and it's yeah.
You can hear they're doing prayer service. Wondering why they have their strings going up the tree. Hmm? Oh look, that's the smoking area there. That's too funny. I don't know why. I don't know why they have all the stickers. What the fuck? That was up on there. Unbelievable. And look, it probably has been up there for years. I mean, I think all the stickers are fine. But this is the smoking area. Is there a restroom here, I wonder? Restrooms if you need them. Already?
Don't know if you're ready, but
Let me